The Internet is a global network of billions of computers and other electronic devices. With the Internet, it's possible to access almost any information, communicate with anyone else in the world, and do much more.
The Internet owns an abundance of advantages whom I cannot possibly state all. However, I attempted to summarize the most notorious one, hoping I did the best I can. 1. The most common feature of the Internet is communication. Unsurprisingly, given how letters used to take a relatively long time to reach its receiver, fortunately the development of contact rendered it extremely easier. 2. Online learning had solved quite an obstacle these unfortunate days, without forgetting how search engines give access to every curious person to find numerous answers to countless questions. Though online courses are not as crucial as online school classes, that does not mean they cannot be as beneficial, for the internet allowed them almost freely. If you went back several decades and asked your best friend for an address, you wouldn't have it as effortlessly as now, for maps were far too complicated and things like GPS didn't exist back then, so you must be grateful for the internet for not getting lost when you go to places for the first time. Well, most of the time at least. 4. Money is no laughing matter, for it impacts the lives of others as much as yours, and must be handled by extreme rationality. That's why online shopping caused universal changes, and starting a business and making profit now is rather simple, without mentioning how fundings and donations are excessively undemanding in comparison. 5. But to be honest, if someone asked you about the advantages of the internet, you'd probably think instead about that last film you watched with your family, or by yourself, which is fine too, or the anticipated episode of some TV show, or those ebooks you've downloaded, or that video game you recently finished. After all, entertainment is an enormous effect for everyone's daily life.
Although the internet is one of man's greatest invitations, we can't turn a blind eye to its downsides, including addiction, which leads us to 2 points. The first is consuming our valuable time by frivolous distractions, and the second is that it makes us continuously sitting on it, causing several illnesses, such as obesity, backache, carpal tunnel syndrome, etc. Of course, addicting isn't the sole turbo point of the internet, since there are cybercrime, just as hacking, scamming, identity theft, PC viruses. In conclusion, as the internet has its bright side, it has a dark side as well.
The internet is a good useful tool if people knew the correct way to use it and to have benefit from it. Here, we selected some useful sites to take advantage of. First, Home Styler. Its idea is to design your own home by choosing furniture, colors, and location, while advising you for the best and viewing it in 3D form. Second, Fact Slides. It provides real and interesting information in an easy way, as well as knowing its sources and reading its entire explanatory article. Third, Instructables. You'll find in it thousands of videos that help you build anything you want, step by step. Fourth, Traduca. One of the best translation sites. It offers more than 15 languages, and you can listen to the correct pronunciation of words, and there is no limited numbers of words in it.
At the end, the internet has been one of the best inventions that have served people, and all information has been made available and accessible, so we cannot live without it. That's why we have to use it in a safe way. The American journalist and novelist David Wong say, "New technology is not good or bad in itself, but how people use it. Despite the many advantages of the internet, it is like other inventors that may cause human abuse or damage to his benefit."